So hey everyone, good afternoon. We got connected again. So let's everyone join and then we'll start this live discussion. So guys, from last 2 weeks, I'm doing live most probably on Saturday or Sunday in the morning hours. Earlier I used to do in the evening hours. So what happened when I'm doing this live discussion in the morning hours? I think YouTube algorithm is not suggesting my videos much. Okay, let's wait for another few minutes. Headtail is asking best way to learn SAS. So Headtail, I have already created a video on this. You can just go and check in my playlist or previous videos. I have covered each and everything. Like if you want to learn by Yawn, how you can learn. If you want to learn from Training Institute, how you should learn. Okay. Headtail is asking, I want to learn from myself. Then that's great. Headtail, I have recently created a video. Best way to learn SAS. I think you need to check. I don't remember exactly what is the title, but recently I think in the last 10 videos you'll find those that video. Abdullah is asking, sir, to practice SAS, what we have to prefer, like 9.4 or SAS Studio? See, even if you're using SAS Studio or 9.4, there is no SS difference because practicing is all about the coding logic. It's not about the interface. There can be 5% difference between the interface of 9.4 or SAS Studio, but the coding gonna be same, right? So there is no difference, Abdul. How we can easily placed? So there is no single answer for this. How you can be easily placed, but there are steps. The very first step is the technical. You should ensure you are technically good, whatever you are learning in that. Then the second thing is your communication. The third thing can be the way you are applying for jobs. So if you're not applying properly, you're gonna get less interviews or no interviews. If you're applying properly, you're gonna get interviews and you're gonna get idea where you're lacking or which part you're performing well. Where we can apply. For this also, I have created video. You can apply company's website. You can talk to working professionals. Many other ways are there. You can start putting content related to SAS on LinkedIn. So similar people will connect you. You will connect to similar people. A lot of audience will know you. Sharadya, I'm doing great. How about you? Champ is asking, I'm studying, I'm pharma first year. Pharma will continue maybe 2025. If I take the course now, there will be 5-6 months gap after completing. Cham, that's totally fine. What I feel that during your academic, it doesn't matter you are in the first, second, third, or fourth year, you should focus on the skill which is required in the actual market. Academically, whatever you are learning, that is good, but actually, uh, when you have decided either you're doing M Pharma or B Pharma, M Masters or Bachelors, if you have decided after Bachelors or Masters, whatever I'm doing, after that I have to do job. So your major focus should be gathering the skills which is required by the industry. So you're doing in the first year, second year, third year, that doesn't matter. Your knowledge gonna grow, right? Once you learn anything, you have to practice and you have to grow. Till I'm in last year pharma student, can I? Of course, Hattil, you can. Sir, what's the scenario-based question? Can you tell any question 2, 3? See, Sharadya, how interviews happened, I have explained earlier as well, and I'll be explaining again. How interviews happen in industry, there are two ways. One is simple way, another is scenario based. The simple way is like I'll be asking you, can you please tell me what are the things you have learned in base SaaS, advanced SaaS, clinical SaaS, or project, and then you'll be explaining, and accordingly I'll be asking. Let's suppose if you are telling I have learned in base SaaS character function, numeric function, these things. So I can ask you, can you tell me any 5 character function? Then I can ask you, can you explain in detail what is scan function? And then I can ask you, can you tell me the syntax for scan function? These are the basic way of taking interview. In a scenario-based question, I can tell you, let's suppose there is a variable that contain a string, my name is Shubham. Okay, now let's suppose you want to extract the name Shubham. So using which function you can extract? And can you tell me the syntax? So this can be a scenario-based question. You got the point? The simple question will be like the way I have shared you earlier. Like, can you tell me the topics you have learned? Then you have to character numeric. Then you have asked, tell me some character function. Then you have explained. Then they have asked in detail, tell me this particular function in detail. Then you have explained syntax. That's all. So same thing they can put in scenario, and then you have to decide which function or which step I need to use to solve this particular scenario. That is known as scenario-based question. I hope you got clarity. And guys, just confirm me, is my audio is clear to you all not? But means my audio is clear to all or not? Nask. Good afternoon, Nask. How are you? Pratik, sir, is there any is going on? I got to know from one of my student in this month, but it was a single interview. I haven't seen interviews in bulk within this month. Rohit, hello sir, I have a dream to become CRA and 5 to 7 years where I can see. CRA, Rohit, the growth and the pay is not good as in CRA. Again, you can cross verify this information which I'm like conveying to you. But as per my knowledge, the growth is not that much good. Varad, what are the posts in the company after taking training in clinical SaaS? You are eligible for CDM, statistical, on top of that biostatistician as well. But for biostatistician, your educational background should be statistics. And if you are from other backgrounds like pharmacy or life science, then you are eligible for statistical and CDM. Thank you, Nas. Hattil is asking, can I learn some from YouTube suggested place or video? Yes, you can learn from anywhere. Dev, good afternoon, Dev. Abdul is asking, sir, I have completed Pharma D. Now 2 more months left. Completed my SaaS training. So should I do my free time? I'm already learning R and Python. If you're already learning R and Python, just practice SAS, R and Python. On top of that, solve questions. Daily solve 4 to 5 questions. Solving questions nowadays, that is very important. Shreya is asking why you're not making part two of your life journey video. First half and month is over. Please make video as soon as possible. Uh, I'll surely, Shreya. I was like thinking to create the video today itself. Even I have planned. If I can show you in my note. Let me show you right away. I have written it for today. See, these are some notes. In that you will find, I don't know, it's not coming in focus, right? So these are some notes, and within that you can see that if you can just rewind and pause my video. So my journey part 2 I have written. So today I'm planning for it. Let's see how it goes. Most probably I'm planning to do it today, but let's see. Champ. But yeah, most probably within 2 days that part 2 can be uploaded, Shreya, for sure. Champ, I want to take a course with you after the August of this year. Is it okay that anything you suggest about joining date? Champ, before joining the course from me, I'll be suggesting you to take counseling session from me, get the guidance, get the clarity, and then you finally decide to start the training. Sharidya. So, sir, they just ask scenario-based questions, and we just tell the function gonna be used. Yeah, yeah. But Sharadya, you have to solve multiple questions. Like daily basis, you have to practice 4 5 questions, solving it, or minimum 3 4 questions. Because you might feel the way I have asked, it can be easy or difficult. The way they are asking again, it can differ, right? So the same question can be asked in difficult way as well. Maybe you know which function can be used, but the way they have asked the question, you are unable to figure it out. So that's why I suggest during your training or after completion of your training, daily you should solve some questions, a minimum 4 to 5. So what happened? It's not like you know all the function, all the base advanced clinical parts, so you can solve any question. That's not in case. Solving question means looking the question with in a different perspective, that how I can solve, figuring out. So figuring out, it seems easy, but sometimes it becomes difficult. But you once you solve different questions, so your mind is ready to attend the question and to quickly figure out which are the things I can collect from the existing data, base advanced and clinical, to solve this question. So that development of understanding and solving question, that requires that requires solving question previously. If you are directly trying to attend a question in the interview, if you haven't done previously during your training or after your training, if you haven't solved minimum 30 40 questions, and you are directly attending the interview, and if they are asking suddenly scenario based question, at that time it can be difficult to attend and answer. So that's why I suggest minimum you should solve before interview 50 to 100 interview questions. 50 to 100 questions. Abdul is asking, sir, why you have chosen to chase instead of working as a SAS programmer? See, for me, teaching was my passion. That I was knowing little bit only, but I was not, clear with it. Because once you are in your beginning part of your career, the very first thing, you need a job, right? You never understand what you want to do actually in your life. But what I have seen, I like to guide people and suggest and just share my experiences. So, but I was not having anything, right? To teach others, you should have something. So somehow after a lot of struggles, I got an opportunity to work as a statistical programmer. And before that, I had worked on multiple roles. So, and after that, I got a confidence that I'm loving this part, this teaching part. Why shouldn't I try this full time? And then I decided to go for it full time. And this is also like a job for me, like not job. I'm enjoying this job. Why? Because it also requires you to learn more. Okay, because to teach others, you should have the knowledge first, and you need to ensure your knowledge is growing. Okay, And yeah, we have to put a lot of efforts in this as well, because you are directly dealing with the people who have zero knowledge or maybe very less knowledge, and you are trying to making them understand. So yeah, it's not an easy task, but once you love something you enjoy and you get pay for the same, then it's a good combination. So yes, for sure I'm enjoying my journey. Till I have created a video in detail about my course. Go and check. Its clinical field is more saturated than RA nowadays. Nast, what I feel, a lot of people are now getting aware about this clinical SaaS role. If you go back 4 5 years back, very less people were knowing about the clinical SaaS role. As more and more people are getting aware, a lot of people are learning. So a lot of people are learning, but they are not putting, the correct efforts. They are not getting the correct guidance. They are not getting the correct uh, they are not getting the correct knowledge. And what happened with the half things, or with few things, when they are jumping in the market, and even if the student is not aware what is the hiring cycle, how need to apply, all those things, so a lot of people are ending up with like demotivation. So a lot of people are getting aware now, but still clarity is not that much for the whole process. And I believe a lot of institutes are also responsible. They should ensure, instead of promising a candidate that will help you in the job, or will get you a job, they should guide you. Why a training institute is known as training institute? Because they are responsible for your training. They should be responsible for your knowledge. But what's happening now, students are also asking placement, and uh, training institute have also started telling the same, that will help you or will place you. That's a difficult part. So the whole focus is going somewhere else. Once you have the knowledge, you can create multiple opportunities for you. You don't have the knowledge, creating opportunities, forgot about creating opportunities. Even someone have referred you, the next time he'll not refer you if you're not having good knowledge. So knowledge is appreciated everywhere. So knowledge plus guidance, these two things are very important. If you have these two things, then you're going to like make your journey completed, or you're going to complete your journey, whatever you have started. Okay. Swami is asking, sir, I saw one of our video. You leave your job, but everyone is telling kids in a means after getting experience, it will extreme growth. But why did you leave the job? Swami, I have like, I think I have created a video, my journey part 1, and I have explained in detail. But if I have to tell in short, see, it's not like leaving my job. I'm doing the same thing, right? This is also like a job. I'm teaching to students. Every time I have to be available, I have to be connected, a lot of calls, this live discussions. And sometimes I get time for me, or sometimes I have to create a space for me, because a lot of work are there. So it was totally my choice, based on my experiences, what I love to do in life. What I believe, in long term, money, everything is fine, but in a little longer term, you have to do something which you love to do. So for me, I haven't I didn't left this job. I'm doing this job in my own way. Okay. Earlier, maybe as working for a company, but now I'm doing with my own way. So I love to I love the teaching part, so I'm teaching people. So people do multiple things, right, as per their passion, as per they feel like this is good for business. Sometimes they feel this is good for myself. For me, the best part is, this is something which I love to do, and this is something for the same I'm getting money as well. So what do you want in life? If you if something is there that you love to do and you are getting money as well, that is what something you need at the end of the day. So yeah, that was in short. Shivam, sir, yesterday I have an interview for clinical SaaS programmer at TCS. It was telephonic interview. They are asking scenario based question. Shivam, can you share some of the questions here, if you remember, so that I can get an idea like which type of question they have asked. Rohit, how we can improve and fluency in English communication? Rohit, it is like something with time. It is something with the environment. English is not that suddenly you can learn, but how you can create an environment if you're not having, if you're living in Bangalore, Hyderabad, in these cities where the environment is there, where you can communicate people in English, then it's fine. But if you're not living in these cities, then you need to create your own environment. How? You can watch some web series which are having English subtitles. Reading books is the best thing. Okay. Then writing an essay or writing your day. Let's suppose at the end of the day you can write your whole day, that in the morning I woke up at this time, then I did this, and then I went this and this and this, everything. So if you make a habit writing your day, so you are able to process your thoughts, right, from your mother tongue. It can be Hindi, English, or anything, Telugu, Tamil. So you're processing your thoughts from the mother tongue to English. So why we face difficulty while communicating in English? The reason is our mind is thinking in our the language you speak most of the time, that is your mother tongue, and then your mind is trying to translate into English. That's why you face the issue of fluency word. But like as you move on, as you do those things like I told, like watching web series in English with subtitles, reading books, reading 3 or 4 pages for sure, and then writing your day. If you do this thing, three things, that gonna be enough. Sharad, yes, sir, for suppose we send 100 plus message on LinkedIn as programmer, then they're already working. See, if you are like, let's suppose I'll share this ratio with my experience. If you are connecting to 100 people on LinkedIn, so the chances are 10 can be good responses. 10 people will be like, they will be guiding you a little bit or helping you. Out of 10, the chances is 1 or 2 interviews you can get. If the particular month interview is there, the particular the quarter month interview is going on, so sure, you're gonna get at least 1 or 2 referrals. So this is the ratio. Varad is asking, sir, as I am from pharma background, I don't have any coding knowledge to learning SAS. It's difficult. Varad, if you feel that learning coding is difficult, you need to watch my previous video. I belong from mechanical background, and I have learned coding. I have trained to multiple students, those who belong from different background, and even from pharma and different background. They were having zero knowledge. Learning coding is not difficult. The people who are smarter than you, or those who are working as a clinical SAS programmer, what's the difference between them and you? They have already taken an action and they have failed, then they got succeeded after learning a lot, and now they are working. Same thing you have to repeat. So don't get fooled by seeing other people. Don't get fooled like they are smart, or they have something great. No, you, like, everyone is same in this world. The only thing is, if you see someone who is there, or who are at the higher level, so they have started early. If you are starting now, you're going to be here, and again you're going to move, right? So it's not like difficult or easy. It's just a fact of time when you are going to start the journey. So you're going to face some difficulty, you're going to learn it finally, then you're going to face difficulty in the applying part or getting interviews, then again you're going to get interviews, and then you're going to crack finally, and you're going to get the job. So this is a journey. Gaurav is asking, sir, how can I take admission in a course for clinical science? Gaurav, there is an option in this channel about section or video description, one-to-one counseling. From there, you can connect to me. So guys, one thing is that फिलहाल जिस रूम में हूँ, यहाँ पे काफ़ी गर्मी लग रही है. बाहर जो वेदर है वो क्लाउडी है, उसकी वजह से हवा भी नहीं चल रही है. So yeah, Swami is asking, sir, I did my M Pharma graduation in RA. I also learned clinical science. My question: which career is best to do job? I have best growth base. For statistical, clinical SAS, CDM, or biostatistician, these roles are highest paying roles. So you can go for these roles. Abdul, sir, the interview is based on the particular criteria like base, advanced, clinical, all of this can be together. I think interviewer can ask, like, can you tell please, can you tell the topics you have learned from base SAS? Then you're gonna tell, then he or she gonna ask you in deep, then advanced, or then clinical. Or else he or she can randomly ask you first some question from base and then directly from advanced or clinical. It's totally depend upon the interviewer who is taking your interview. Shreya is asking, life is getting hard day by day. My questions is how you deal with the tough situation in life and finding solutions and getting out from there. Shreya, let me tell you one thing. It's very difficult. When I was looking for a job, especially let me talk about this clinical sales job, there was a time that I started talking to myself that what is happening with me. So it's not about this role. I was from mechanical background, right? So in mechanical, I did some course, and then I started looking for a job. There also I found difficulty. Then I started a job as a design engineer, and then after 1 month, I don't know like what happened. I left that job. It was unpaid internship kind of. Then I decided I want to do something else in life, and then I got an opportunity in startup. Then I started this clinical SaaS. So whenever, like, what I found in life, whenever there will be a turning point in your life now, so when there was small things, when small events were happening in my life, then I was facing small issues. But when there was a turning point, a turn is going to happen in my life, the best turn of my life, you can say. I was struggling a lot. So, I faced a lot of difficulties back to back. For 1 year or 1.5 year, I was continuously facing difficulties. Then I started doing few things like waking up early, doing meditation before sleeping, and even after waking up, and having a walk, doing some yoga, started focusing on myself. Even after doing all these things, I was not like getting the result. It took me good amount of time, and this was the situation where I could have quitted. This was the situation. I was having two options. I should quit this, and I should do something else in my life. But I was continuing my journey. Even the difficulties are there. I was giving the next attempt to my life, that even in the worst case I am gonna fail, right? So what the worst can happen? Let's try. I was knowing that I'm in right direction. I'm trying in right direction, but I'm not getting the answer. There was no one to guide me. Even the people who are there to guide me, they are not that much active. They are not that much supportive at that time. So what I believe, Shreya, this is your life. This is your journey. You have to fix it out. You cannot become. You cannot become. You cannot do something great in life with the support of someone else. Maybe someone can guide you, but you have to walk. You have to do it for yourself. There will be time that you'll start talking to yourself. There will be time that maybe you can cry. There will be time that the whole the community or the world or the people around you gonna demotivate you. But that is a testing time. Why these things happen in life? When it happened with me, I started talking to myself. I do remember there were days I used to go for a walk in Hyderabad. Just I'll roam for 1 kilometer left side from my PG, and then 1 kilometer for right side. And I used to talk to myself. I used to talk to myself literally, and what is happening in my life, because things was not working out for me. But things changed. It took me good amount of time. Things changed, and finally I got everything whatever I wanted in my life, and finally I'm here, Shreya. So there were time I started talking to myself. I got demotivated. There was no guidance. My mind was totally confused, and no support. And that I believe uh, career is the hardest part for a student life. Like uh, turning your career, like, or getting something, I believe if you got a good job in life, and if you're preparing for something good in life, that can change your generations. For me, you can see, like, this job, clinical SaaS, that totally changed me, right? That totally changed the way I was thinking, right? Because I got a job where the pay and everything was very great, the learning was very great. So what changed it? What that job changed me? That had given me the confidence that Shubham, you can do a lot of things in life, because you have reached till here, and that job have showed me the wider range of world that I was eligible for. Like, before getting this job, I was not believing on myself that I am eligible for this much money in the world. I was thinking for 10, 20, 30, or 40K. But after getting this job, I got an opportunity, like, some companies are offering this much, some companies are offering this much, some companies are offering this much. In the abroad, this much demand is there. So then my mind blew up, and I started thinking in an open way. Okay, world is way much bigger. And that's how, like, uh, before all these things, I have to go through a tough time. Then there was, like, at that time no one was there. But when there was a turning point, I believe, when the hardest part of my life was there na, I became the hardest person there to deal with that hardest part of my life. I become too much stronger. I was feeling that I'm very strong at that moment. I still do remember, I'm not that much strong, but at that moment I was very much strong. Initially I got demotivated. I started talking to myself. Then I figured out the things that I need to work upon, and to fix the things. I started fixing out the things, one by one, one by one, one by one. And literally, things change slowly. I was able to handle all the situation, all the problems. Even I was in the problem, I was surrounded by the problem. And finally, after some time, uh, the whole journey took good amount of time. Things changed. And I started getting all the comforts, all the money, all the success, all the freedom which I wanted. So yeah, guys, tough time is there to test you, because for I believe, for God, you all are their childrens, right? Here in this earth, people can be biased, but for God, you all are equal, right? Okay, we give, even to God we have given different names, but for him you are equal, right? You are equal. So how he gonna biased? So you have to show yourself, you have to show that courage. You have to go through the tough time, is your testing time. And I believe that before giving something to us, even God tests us by putting in different scenarios. In the hardest, if you're looking for something great in life, then you're going to face great difficulties in life. And once you like, situations are even opposing you, everything is opposing you. Once you come out from that situation, then you become deserving. So you have to show yourself, if 100 people are there, why you are deserving, why you are that candidate that you are deserving. You have to be great, you have to be the best. So yeah, a lot of things can be dashed, yeah, but this is one of this is what I feel. Okay, it's a accept your batch because there are 30 students on CR means an average ratio of batch. See, my average ratio of batch is 10 to 8 to 10, sometimes 50 max. So how they get selected, it totally depend upon time to time. Because it is not ki training khatam hui aur turant selection ho gaya, Shradya. It's not like that. It's gonna take 3 to 6 months for sure. And it's not depend upon batch. Let's suppose if I start recruiting smart people in my batch. So first, let's suppose if I'm recruiting 10 people, all are toppers, and even I'm taking their interview to ensure they are smart candidate. And even I'll take the students from specific background. Those are the first preference of this role, and they have done masters. Then obviously that batch gonna perform well, right? So it totally depend upon. It's not only about the training only. It totally depend upon the students as well, whether in that batch how many students are consistent. See, for me, I'm gonna train equally to everyone, right? I'm not gonna do bias, but I cannot ensure who gonna be consistent and who not gonna be consistent. That's totally in the student's hand. So consistency, patience, self motivation, and problem solving. If these four qualities someone is following or they are having, then the more people like gonna be like these kind of people in a batch, the more ratio will be high. Okay, so this is something behind the scene, Sharadya. See, I always believe it's not about how much smart you are. It's all about how much consistent you are. You all remember the rabbit and tortoise story, right? That is real, guys. That is real. If you are consistent, if you are maintaining the patience, if you are not getting easily demotivated or distracted, if you are self-driven, like you don't need others to motivate you and these things. And so if these qualities you are having, even if you are like figuring out, let's suppose I have seen two types of people. If you got stuck, so there are two types of people. One will start blaming to others. Another type of people who will start looking for solution. So if you are in problem, so you need to figure out the solution. Let's suppose if you are not getting interview, so what could be the reason of not getting interview? The very first reason, you need to ensure, or maybe you are not applying properly. Second reason can be you are applying, but let's suppose if you are connecting to people, you are not communicating them properly. The way you are writing, the things you are writing in the chat. The third reason can be that maybe you're doing the communication. If you're doing the verbal communication, maybe the front person is feeling that okay, you're not enough, or maybe they have asked some questions to you and you are unable to answer, so it means you are not technically sound. So a lot of reasons, you need to figure it out what mistake I'm doing, and you need to ensure it that I'm improving day by day, month by month. If your communication is not good, you're improving that. If your script is not good, the way you are connecting to people, you need to improve that. If your technical is not good, you need to improve that. We give a collective statement that mera selection nahi ho raha, I'm not getting selected, I'm not getting interview, but you need to break it down why you're not getting interview or why you're not getting selected. Is it the communication problem? Is it the script problem? Is it the applying problem? Is it the technical problem? Is it the behavioral problem? What's the problem? You need to break it down and to solve it one by one, and to ensure that you are at the top 10% in the communication part, in the technical part. So this is whatever you do in life, this is gonna be process, guys. It seems difficult, but yeah, you have to become deserving for anything you do in life. It seems difficult, but it's the game of patience and consistency. Patience and consistency. I'll be sure, like I'll be in the coming days, I'll be uploading. I'm actually planning for that. Shivam, what's the difference between AEC, AE occurs before I? And then what will be approach to find those data? Shivam, I think it will be much better if I'll create video on this, separate video on this. And thanks for this question. One, I was looking for clinical related questions. Nusk, yep, watching English content is sure way real. Okay. Shum, in which scenario in your previous project you have used index function? See, It is not like in which scenario. See, it can be any scenario. If you have the knowledge, you can put the particular function or proc step. You need to understand why we use index whenever you want to find a word, right? So index C is there, index W is there. Even find is the better version of index, you can say. Okay, find C is also there, find W is also there. There you can also control the length from where it should start scanning. There should be, you can also neglect or remove the caps. So observations are case sensitive. If you want to remove the case sensitive part, so you can use I in the find. If you want, I can create a difference between index and find. So, but most probably index or find function is used to find a word. Position. By its position, it means, let's suppose I'm writing Shivam. So there is a string, my name is Shivam. So it will give you the starting position of Shivam, most probably, if you are using simple index. If you are using W, it will look for a word, or it will, if you are writing C, then it will look for characters, if any of the letter from Shivam it is showing. Abhi, when you will upload based on in the coming days for sure. B series, can AI replace as programmer? No. Within this goal, you need a lot of discussion, suggestion, conclusion. AI cannot do discussion, but yeah, for sure the company is going to create some tool, maybe using AI for us, that can make our work easy. So we can focus on the primary things instead of secondary things which are like repeating. So the easier things, those are repeating, that will be automated in our role, so that we can focus on the bigger picture. Abdul sir, we have to go where interview is going on, like different state. See, Abdul, if you're getting interview anywhere, you should go for it. And most probably interviews are happening online, but if even they are calling offline, go for it. So सर मोस्टली इंटरव्यू में जो होते हैं ऑनलाइन होते हैं, यानी किस प्लेटफॉर्म पे या फिर ऑफलाइन? इट टोटली डिपेंड अपॉन द कंपनी एंड मैनेजर श्रद्धा. ऑनलाइन होगी तो टीम्स पे होगा मोस्टली, एंड ऑफलाइन होगा तो फेस टू फेस. कभी बार ऐसा भी होता है कि स्टार्टिंग के राउंड ऑनलाइन ले लिए, फिर ऑफलाइन बुला लिया आपको लास्ट राउंड में. शिवम, अगर एई रॉ डेटा में है तो रॉ डेटा में भी एई नाम होगा, एडवर्स इवेंट डेटा सेट होगा, राइट? तो जब उसका एचडीएम क्रिएट करोगे तो वो एचडीएम में जाएगा, एचडीएम लेवल में एई का डेटा सेट बनेगा, और एडम लेवल का जो ई डेटा सेट होगा एडवर्स इवेंट, उसमें जाएगा. एडवर्स इवेंट के रिलेटेड डेटा उसमें ही जाएगा, उसी डेटा सेट में. जस्ट उसके लेवल चेंज हो जाते हैं. एक एचडीएम लेवल का होता है, एक रॉ लेवल डेटा सेट हो गया, एक एचडीएम लेवल, एक एडम लेवल, एनालिसिस लेवल. सेम ही डेटा जो साइड से आया है उसी को आप प्रोसेस करते हो यूजिंग डिफरेंट स्पेक्स और डिफरेंट गाइडलाइंस. आदर्श राजपूत, व्हाई टैली कोर्स इज इम्पोर्टेंट इन कंप्यूटर? आदर्श, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. इट इज़ नॉट कि टैली कोर्स इंपॉर्टेंट है आज के टाइम पे. डिपेंड अपॉन कि टैली आप क्यों करना चाहते हो. आप क्या कॉमर्स बैकग्राउंड से हो या अकाउंटिंग करना चाहते हो? ऐसा कुछ नहीं आज के टाइम पे कि टैली कोर्स करना है आपको. ऐसा कभी कुछ भी नहीं है ऐसा आज के टाइम पे. सर, currently I'm working in startup company as a statistical programmer, having only startups is the best place to have learned SAS GTL here. That's great. Shiva, can you share in which company you are working? The startup name. Rajwal, highest paying IT job after B Pharma. It can be CDM, statistical. Satish, his promotion is getting delayed in some new companies in recent days. I heard this news from IQ employee. Satish, you need to understand company's norm. In IQVIA, they promote an employee. Let's suppose if other companies are promoting an employee after 2 years, na IQVIA gonna promote you after 3 or 4 years, but their salaries are high. If you are working as a principal in some other company, IQVIA can hire you as a senior. So the way they decide their roles, that is different from other companies, IQVIA. So if someone is having 5 or 6 years of experience and they are working as a senior, maybe IQVIA can hire them as a statistical programmer too. I have seen this. So the question is you are asking, that is in confusion. That's not a promotion problem. And this I am seeing since long. But their salaries are great. They pay good salaries. And even if someone is feeling I want the role, so you can switch the company if you want the greater role. Because what I have seen for sure, if you are working in some other company, your work is principal lead, so IKEA will degrade your role. Sometimes I have seen this scenario. You just check their employees list, and if they are switching from other companies, you will see their role are degraded, either the same or degraded. So if some company is promoting you after 1 or 1.5 year on that role, IQ are going to promote you after maybe 2.5 year. So their way of promoting and dealing with the things is different. That is their cycle. It's not delaying. That is their cycle they are maintaining since long. But I've seen their salaries are great. So this is a confusion, Satish. Just get an idea about this. Namdev, bhai, list of CROs in Pune batao. I think Namdev, I have created a video, right? If not, most probably iski video ye week mein upload ho jayegi. Shivam, sir, question I wrote in comments were, oh, that's great. Let me see these questions. I thought you are asking these questions to me. On these questions, Shivam, for sure, I'm gonna create a video and I'm gonna explain in detail with an explanation. If it needs to share the screen, that can be also done. Muhammad, can we learn to develop? What can we learn to develop over self after S? What we can learn to develop? Okay, if you already have the knowledge of SAS, then you should learn R. If you have the knowledge of R, then you should learn Python. So this will ensure that you are at the top 5% on this role. Sam Thakur, Sampath Kumar. So Sampath, I have already created video on this free SAS certification. Just go and check. Hey Utkarsh, how are you? मेरी इंग्लिश वीक है और कोडिंग का भी कोई आइडिया नहीं है. ऑफकोर्स उत्कर्ष, किसी की भी इंग्लिश पहले से अच्छी नहीं होती. आपकी मदर टंग स्ट्रांग होती है, वो लैंग्वेज पे आपका कमांड होता है. इंग्लिश एक कॉमर्शियल लैंग्वेज हो गई, डीलिंग वाली, क्योंकि कॉर्पोरेट में आजकल यही चलता है अगर हाईएस्ट पेइंग जॉब लेना है. क्योंकि अगर आपको वो जॉब करनी है जो हाईएस्ट पेइंग है, तो हाईएस्ट पेइंग जॉब कौन सी है? जो बाहर से काम आ रहा है, राइट? जैसे कि हम क्लिनिकल में भी काम करते हैं, तो ये काम ग्लोबल है, तो इसके लिए हमें इंग्लिश सीखनी पड़ती है. तो किसी को भी कोई चीज़ पहले नहीं आती है, बट यू कैन लर्न विद टाइम, राइट? Sharadya, don't worry. I'm going to create a separate video with the explanation for all the questions. Devesh is asking, sir, your SAS course mode of communication English. Devesh, it's mostly in English. You can say blend of English and Hindi, 80% or 70% English, and sometimes we switch to Hindi as well. Sometime, some part. आदर्श पूछ रहे सर क्यों कंपनी हायर डिग्री मांगती है? आदर्श इट्स वेरी सिंपल. कंपनीज हायर डिग्री तब मांगती है जब कंपटीशन उन्हें लगता है बहुत सारे कैंडिडेट हैं और उन्हें फिल्टर करना है. तो लेट सपोज कि बहुत सारे सीवीज आ गए और कंपनी को फिल्टर करना है तो वो बैचलर्स की जगह मास्टर्स वालों को फिल्टर कर लेंगे. ऐसा कभी कभार हो सकता है. फिल्टर्स यूज करते कंपनी एज अ डिग्री. मोहम्मद फैजल, इज मशीन लर्निंग इज गुड आफ्टरनून सैस आफ्टर सैस? See, machine learning is something a bigger term. For doing machine learning, you have to use some tools like Python. You have to use some libraries. So if you have the knowledge of SAS, you can go for R first and then Python. Shivam, you can connect to me through one-to-one counseling. Either in any of my video description, you will find this option, one-to-one counseling. Either you can go in the channel about section and you can get this option, one-to-one counseling. Chinmay, sir, please can you provide your clinical SAS demo classes, sir, we can understand it. Chinmay, already I have uploaded 2 videos on my channel. Demo class 1 and 2. What I'll do, I'll add it in a playlist. आज मैं एक playlist में वो कर दूंगा, ऐड कर दूंगा SAS डेमो करके playlist. आदर्श राजपूत, सर हमको कितना पढ़ना चाहिए कि अच्छा जॉब मिले? देखो, अगर आपके पेरेंट्स को आपको पढ़ाने में प्रॉब्लम नहीं है तो फिर मास्टर्स कर लो. अगर नहीं है तो फिर बैचलर्स तक तो मिनिमम करना पड़ेगा. बैचलर्स है तो आप सारे जॉब के लिए एलिजिबल हो. मास्टर्स है तो फिर मतलब कभी फिल्टर लगा भी कंपनी को मास्टर चाहिए तो फिर अच्छा रहेगा आपके लिए. सो if financial condition is well, go for masters or B.Pharm, like bachelors are enough. Keshvi, hello sir, I joined institute for SAS and now I'm training, so I want to ask that SAS is sufficient. If you're learning R as well, that is good to have. उससे थोड़ा आपको benefit हो जाएगा. केशवी, Shivam, sir, you have asked me about my company. I have written in the comments. Yes, Shivam, I have checked. Just allow me for a minute. ठीक है. Chinmay, Chinmay, you can connect to me through one-to-one counseling. We can discuss in detail about everything. Okay, so anyone is having any more questions, guys? आदर्श लाइफ के बारे में बताएंगे, फिर तो ये वीडियो खत्म नहीं होगा, दिन खत्म हो जाएगा. लाइफ के मुझे सिर्फ 2-3 एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करने हो तो मैं यही बोलूँगा कि आपके जो लाइफ के अर्ली जो कॉलेज डेज होते हैं ना, वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होते हैं. और बट प्रॉब्लम ये है कि कॉलेज हमें कुछ बताता नहीं, हमें क्या करना चाहिए और हमें पता नहीं होता. तो अपने करियर पे फोकस करो, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. ऐसा सभी बोलते हैं बट मैं भी बोल रहा हूँ क्योंकि मेरा पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस है. दूसरी चीज़, डोंट मैस योर सेल्फ इन टू रिलेशनशिप एंड दीज थिंग्स. अगर आपको प्रॉब्लम हो रही है तो उससे बाहर हो जाओ, और अगर आप एंट्री लेने वाले हो तो मत लो. बिकॉज अगर आपका करियर अच्छा सेट हो जाता है देन मतलब आपको सारी चीज़ें या जिस जिस भी व्यक्ति को आप चाहोगे वो मिल जाएगा मोस्ट प्रॉब्ली, ठीक है, अगर वो सिंगल होगा, अगर मैरिड नहीं होगा तो मिल जाएगा। बट अगर आप करियर पे फोकस ना करके दूसरी चीज़ों पर फोकस करोगे तो लाइफ में आपको वो भी नहीं मिलेगा, बिकॉज एट द एंड ऑफ द डे लाइक हर कोई अच्छा ढूंढता है अपने लिए, राइट? सो यू नीड टू बिकम, यू हैव टू प्रूव योर सेल्फ। सो फोकस ऑन योर करियर एंड फोकस ऑन योर हेल्थ। मुझे पिछले 5 सालों में पता चला कि मैंने क्या खोया। मैंने काम काफ़ी किया, पैसे भी कमाए, लेकिन मुझे ऐसा लगा कि मैं मेरे हेल्थ खोते जा रहा हूँ लिटरली। मेरे सोने का टाइम रात को 3 बजे, 4 बजे, कभी मॉर्निंग में 5 बजे, 2:30 बजे ऐसा हो गया था। मैं कब काम कर रहा हूँ मुझे पता नहीं, मैं कब फ्री हो रहा हूँ मुझे पता नहीं। हर वक्त, हर सेकंड मेरे पास कुछ ना कुछ काम रहता था। हर वक्त दिमाग में प्रॉब्लम रहती थी। सो मेंटेनिंग योर वर्क लाइफ इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। अपने हेल्थ को मेंटेन करना। अब मेडिटेशन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, टाइम पे सोना, सफिशिएंट नींद होना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। लिटरली ये मेरे आंखों के नीचे पूरा काला काला होके मतलब ऐसा लग रहा था कि जैसे मेरी एज 30, 40, 50, 60 है कुछ टाइम पहले, क्योंकि मेरी नींद नहीं पूरी होती थी और स्ट्रेस लेवल बहुत बढ़ गया था। तो हेल्थ इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। पहले तो करियर इंपॉर्टेंट है, पैसा इंपॉर्टेंट है, फिर हेल्थ इंपॉर्टेंट है, एंड फिर हेल्दी रिलेशनशिप्स इंपॉर्टेंट है। आप जिसके साथ भी हो एक अच्छे इन्वायरमेंट में रहो, अच्छे लोगों के साथ रहो। एंड देन हेल्थ, मतलब टाइम के साथ मुझे एक चीज़ पता चली, फूड। आप जैसा खाना खाते हो आपका मन वैसा होता है और चीज़ें वैसे होती हैं। तो अच्छा खाना भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। अच्छा खाना और टाइम पे खाना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। सो दीज आर सम बेसिक हैबिट्स विच आई फील कि ये होना चाहिए। हेल्थ, वेल्थ, वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस एंड सराउंडिंग पीस। मतलब जो आपको एक शांति होनी चाहिए मन की, कैसे भी करके आपको मेंटेन करना है। इट्स अप टू यू। आप मेडिटेशन करके करो या टॉक्सिक लोगों से कट ऑफ करके करो, वट एवर यू डू। सो ये बहुत ज़रूरी है, क्योंकि आप मेहनत करते हो और आपके साथ ऐसे लोग हैं जो आपको टॉक्सिक कर रहे हैं, जहरीला बना रहे हैं, तो ऑलरेडी आप मेहनत करके थके हुए हो और बाहर आप फ्री होने गए, आपके पास ऐसे लोग हैं जो और आपको बर्न कर रहे हैं। तो या फ्यू थिंग्स आर देयर। Aranpalli, sir, I'm struggling to get interview call. Aranpalli, this is a phase of life. You need to figure out. You know, you have told a collective term, struggling to get interview. That's very correct. Now you need to fix it out and you need to break it down. Your own question, that why you are struggling to get interviews. Is it the way you are applying? Is it the way you are communicating? Is it the script or the message you are sharing to other? Like, is it your technical? What's the problem? Fix it out. You need to like get the answer for your question one by one. Just break down the question. I cannot give the exact answer, but I can tell you the ways. Sorry there. Sir, are you taking the screenshot in background? It comes when you enter. Yes, I have taken the screenshot actually. That's correct. Chinmay, sir, one-to-one counseling fees. Chinmay, the fees is little high for the reason what happened. I usually give 30 to 40 minutes, maybe 1 hour to my student for the counseling. What happened once you pay some money to other, anyone, 100 rupees or 200 rupees. So you value that time. So, and I believe guys, like if you want to discuss something related to your career, and anything related to this, so at least 100 200, this much fees is affordable to all, right? We do a lot of wrong things in life. For those 30 minutes or 1 hour, this should be fine to others, and this makes the front person to take the things in a, you know, in a serious manner, that you are paying this amount, 100 200 rupees or 300 rupees, so you are serious about it. राहुल सर, डिफरेंट बिटवीन ऑफ एन इंस्टीट्यूट विच हैव इन एज पार्टनर। राहुल, इसके ऊपर तो मैंने डिटेल में वीडियो बनाई है। SAS सर्टिफाइड ट्रेनिंग इंस्टीट्यूट स्कैम, ऐसा कुछ करके आई हैव क्रिएटेड अ वीडियो, जस्ट गो एंड चेक दैट वीडियो। So SAS certified training institute, I feel it's not something wrong, but this is my personal feeling. This is the biggest scam of this era. Basic salary for fresher, it varies from 3 LPA or 4 LPA to 11 LPA. Keshvi is asking, I completed only bachelor's in pharmacy. Do I need to do master's or continue as in? So Keshvi, you are already working as a clinical SAS programmer, or you are learning how it is? It's already. So what's your plan for wedding? I think you're single, means you're not married. Sharadya, as of now, no plans. But most probably next month in July, my sister marriage is there. And after that, I'm damn sure parents will start looking for me. And yeah, so maybe my process will also start, and let's see how life goes on. But yeah, since it's been since many years I'm single. I think 7 or 8 years back I was in a relationship, and yeah, let's see how the things go. Devesh, so recently my friend joined SAS offline course in Ahmedabad. The fees is 2.5 lakh. The name is SAS Tet, right? Sweta Mishra, daily workout. Swet Mishra, daily workout. That is very important. Others, सर आपने तो थोड़ा डीप बता दिया, मतलब आपकी बात थोड़ा अंदर तक गई ले, उसमें से निकल नहीं पा रहा। आदर्श, ये चीज समझो कि यू आर द क्रिएटर ऑफ योर लाइफ। अब या तो कोई चीज आपको छोड़ के चली गई, या तो किसी चीज गलत चीज में आप हो जो आपको बाद में लग रहा है या नहीं पता था पहले गलत है, लेकिन अब पता चल रहा है वो गलत है। अगर आप बाहर नहीं निकल पा रहे तो ऑलवेज रिमेंबर, यू आर द क्रिएटर ऑफ योर लाइफ। आप जैसा चाहोगे आपकी लाइफ वैसा ही होगा आपकी लाइफ में। सो मेरा कहने का मतलब ऐसा है कि जो भी चाहो लाइफ में, लेकिन पहले अपने करियर पे फोकस करो और अच्छे पैसे कमाओ। पैसे इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट गाइस। मैं कितना भी कह लूँ कि एक रियलिटी है कि एक पॉइंट ऐसा आता है कि पैसा आपके दुखों का कारण बनता है, बट दैट इज अ प्रोसेस। मैंने अपनी लाइफ में प्रोसेस देखा कि पहले मैं पहले मेरे पास पैसे नहीं थे, आई वॉज वेरी हैप्पी, लाइफ वॉज वेरी हैप्पी। फिर ऐसे फेज आया कि पैसे नहीं थे और फिर हैप्पी भी नहीं था, क्योंकि करियर में स्ट्रगल कर रहा था। फिर ऐसा हुआ कि पैसे आए थोड़े, मतलब जॉब वॉब करने लगा, अच्छे पैसे आए थोड़े बहुत, और मैं काफ़ी खुश था। फिर ऐसा हुआ कि मेरे पास ज़्यादा पैसे आए, लेकिन मैं फिर खुश नहीं था, और वो पैसे भी कम पड़ने लगे क्योंकि खर्चे भी बढ़ गए। फिर ऐसा हुआ कि और पैसे आए, लेकिन मैं काफ़ी दुखी रहने लगा। फिर अभी जाके थोड़ा सा मैं इन चीज़ों को, ये जो मेरा प्रोसेस हो रहा है, लाइफ इज़ अ प्रोसेस, लाइक एवरीथिंग यू कैन नॉट मैप इट। कितने भी वीडियोस देख लो, यू हैव टू एक्सपीरियंस इट। तो एट द एंड ऑफ द डे कंक्लूजन यही आया कि एक कहावत है कि साइकिल पे रोने से अच्छा आप मतलब मर्सिडीज में बैठ के रो, एसी चालू करके, सॉन्ग चालू करके, ठीक है, या बाइक पे रोने से अच्छा, तो दैट इज मच बेटर। तो रोना तो है ही, आंसू तो आएंगे, दुख तो हर इंसान को होता है, राइट? बट दैट टाइम मनी इज इम्पॉर्टेंट। एंड अगर आप ऐसे व्यक्ति नहीं हो कि आप पहाड़ों पे रहना पसंद करते हो, दुनिया मोह माया, एक टाइम था मेरे लिए, मुझे लगता है दुनिया मोह माया, बट स्लोली पता चला कि इस दुनिया में रहना है तो आपको मतलब मोह माया नहीं कर सकते, यू हैव टू अर्न इट। और वैसे भी पैसे फ्री में थोड़ी मिलते हैं, आपको मेहनत करनी पड़ती है, उस लायक बनना पड़ता है, तो वो भी तो एक जर्नी है। तो अच्छे पैसे कमाओ, उस लायक बनो, अच्छे अपने आप को लेवल पे ले जाओ, इस लेवल पे ले जाओ कि पैसे आपके लिए सही में मोह माया बन जाए, फिर आप छोड़ देना भले मन करे तो। बट या, इट इज इम्पॉर्टेंट, जो भी करना हो एटलीस्ट पहले तो इम्पॉर्टेंट है। जिनके पास पैसे नहीं और वो बोलते पैसे मोह में आया है, तो मैं तो बोलूँगा आप गलत हो। क्या आपने एक्सपीरियंस किया है? आप पहले पैसे कमाओ, लाइफ में यहाँ से यहाँ जाओ, फिर आपको पता चलेगा क्या होता है लाइफ में, फिर आप एक्चुअली समझोगे लाइफ क्या होती है. Chinmay, sir, I'm doing B pharmacy, so want to do clinical science. I'm pharmacy, then I get any benefit? Of course. अगर आपने मास्टर्स किया है तो कंपिटिटिव इन्वायरमेंट में एंट्री करते वक्त आपके लिए थोड़ा इजी हो जाता है. दैट इज अ फैक्ट. Aran Pelli is asking how to get interview calls. So Aran Pelli, that it depends upon how you are applying. If you are applying through website, so yeah, daily apply on the website or get the mail ID. If you are connecting to people, increase the number of people you are reaching out. Ensure the message you are typing to them or the script you are writing to them, that should be very attractive and less words or less sentence. Okay, some limited keywords. If you are reaching out to 5 people daily, increase it to 10, 15, 20. And ensure you are reaching out to people at higher roles like director, manager, senior, vice president, CEOs. Reach out to them directly. So whatever you're doing, give your best, increase the quantity until unless you are dealing with the quality. And at the same time, focus on the quality as well. And start learning in public, start putting content on LinkedIn, start posting relevant things, whatever you are learning, whatever difficulty you are facing. If you're facing any difficulty, like the question you're asking to me, ask on LinkedIn. Let the people around you, the experts, let them guide you. Let your pain come out. Let your problem come out. Let other people know. Just become a platform for everything. Use your LinkedIn. Chinmay, sir, please make a video on how to make profile clinical science for fresher on LinkedIn. Okay, sure. Sir, in future SaaS visual analytics SaaS programming job रहेगी या नहीं? Because all this training subject currently looking for attention. श्वेत, जो भी आपने क्लिनिकल साइंस में सीखा है वो फ्यूचर में हमेशा ही काम आएगा, सो कहीं नहीं जाने वाला. और रही बात इंटरव्यू की, तो अगर आप अपना बेस्ट ट्राई कर रहे हो तो अभी नहीं मिला तो कुछ टाइम में इंटरव्यू मिल जाएगा. डोंट वरी. Shaik is asking, completed B Pharma 2017, not started. Job suggestion is appreciated. Shaik, don't worry. Like first start your journey for XYZ job on the basis of education. जो भी जॉब मिलती है आपके बेसिस एजुकेशन के बेसिस पे, गेट दैट जॉब. उसके बाद एक बार आप जॉब साइकिल में आ गए, देन लुक फॉर बेस्ट जॉब लाइक दिस CDM, स्टैटिस्टिकल, ऐसे जॉब के लिए ट्राई करो. दोज आर हाईएस्ट पेइंग जॉब. Harshal, sir, how to identify which time is good to switch the job? If you are having experience, then you don't need to worry. Keep applying. Just connect to people. Experienced people के लिए तो दिक्कत ही नहीं है जॉब स्विच करने के लिए. If you are fresher, तभी थोड़ा आपको एंट्री लेने में टाइम लगता है. And there is no best time, right? You can just reach out to people randomly, like the HRs or the managers, and you can ask them whenever they are ready to take interview. That's the best time, when you are getting the interview, once you are getting the high pay, getting the good growth, increment. Others literally years much experience online, like the man. Thank you, others. We all are learning, but at different phase of life. Shahik Manwar, any idea about health economics? Shahik, so for which purpose you are asking? Like, are you going to study about it, or you are asking about some role? Can you bring some more light? So this, you are talking about academic education or how it is? Sweet is asking, sir, I'm currently pursuing MBA in business analytics with SaaS. That's why I'm actually want to ask from you, sir. Okay, that's great. SaaS, that's fine. That's great. Pelli, I'm reaching every person, but they are saying we don't have opening for fresher. Okay. Aran Pelli, now one thing I'd like to share you. So once you are reaching out to people on LinkedIn now, so 90% of time, 99% or maybe 90% of time, you're gonna hear this, that sure will let you know, or as of now no openings are there. Why? because they are correct. Because it is not mandatory the time you are reaching or the month you are reaching out to them at that particular moment they know about interview or the interviews are there. So what you can do, you can add 3 more questions. See what should be there in your script when you are reaching out to others. The very first should be an introduction, your introduction. Then few best point about you, like you are SAS certified or these points, or you have the robust knowledge of clinical. Then what help you need from them. Very first about the job referrals, about the job interview. Second, you can ask a question to them. Can you if you're comfortable, can you please tell me in your company in which month interviews are there? Okay. Third question you can ask me, not me, you can ask to them that if you are comfortable, then can you tell me that what is the interview pattern for fresher in your company? So interview pattern, interview referral, in which month interviews are there, and then some of the tips. Not tips, you can ask their journey. If they're comfortable, you can ask, if possible, can you share your journey so I can get an idea? So at least you'll get to know from a working professional how their journey was there at the time he or she have started, if they are comfortable. And the last thing you can ask to them, tips. You can ask to them, sir or ma'am, can you please share me some tips so I can improve the way I'm applying for job? Okay. Or you can ask the way you are applying is are those are the best ways or not. So you can point some list of questions to them. You can fix it like 3-4 points or 4-5 points. So when you ask simply for job referral or for the job opening, you get let you know. But once you ask these question, additional 4-5 questions which I told to you, so most probably chances are there you're gonna get some responses, and these responses gonna increase your knowledge and level as well, because you get someone is replying with in which month interviews are there in that company, so you'll get an idea in which months most fresher they are hiring. If someone is replying with the interview pattern, you want to get the idea about the interview pattern, right? If someone is replying with their journey, so you can relate with their journey. How was their journey? You'll get some you will get some clarity from their thoughts. If someone is sharing tips and tricks or the best way to apply for a job, again it will bring some clarity on the table. So even if you are not getting the response for the first point, if you are getting response for any of the points, if they are able to share, so that will be great for you. Others, today is Sunday. What's your plan, sir? Others, today is full day like work only. In 5 p.m. I have an. So guys, I'm starting a new thing. We are going to start broadcast with working professionals. So today I'm going to record a broadcast with a working professional who is living in UK, United Kingdom. So this is gonna be very interesting. So earlier he was working as a statistical programmer in India, then he switched to UK. So the broadcast gonna be coming. If you have any questions for the broadcast, you can just list it out. You can just write it here. Like which question you want me to ask him. I have already made a list, like a set of questions. Still, you can also suggest. Chinmay, so I don't have any background of coding. I'm doing pharmacy. I'll get difficult. Chinmay, learning SAS is very easy. Believe me, I belong from mechanical domain. Okay, I have trained to many students who don't know about coding, having zero knowledge about computers. So learning is very easy. But yeah, you need to be patient. Like you need to maintain the patience. You need to be consistent. That is very important. Aran Pilli, sir, I don't have. Of course, Aran Pilli, they will. They have to. It's Sharadya. So living alone in a flat. So no, I'm not living alone. I'm living with my family. And this is not flat. This is my home, Sharadya. If you're watching me from last 2 or 3 years, then Sharadya, you might know earlier I was living at a rented place with my family because my home construction was going on. We have reconstructed our home because the old home was not that much good. The walls was cracking and these many things were happening continuously. It was a very old home, so we reconstructed. Others, how can I take admission in your course in clinical science? Others, for that you can check the link in channel about section or video description, one-to-one counseling. From there we can connect. It's Aradhya. So sir, try that you will come live with UK one. I cannot come live with him, but I'm going to record a video with him. So, and then the video gonna be uploaded. But I can try asking him like whether he's comfortable for live discussion or not. I can try. Sweta, I'm facing difficulties in English communication. I want to. Yes, sir. How you improve English? Swet, still I'm facing difficulties in communication or in English. It's not something that you're gonna learn in one day. So I have shared some way like reading books, watching web series or English videos with subtitles, then writing down your day, like whatever you have done from the beginning of your day since end of your day, you should write down in English. So if you follow these habits, this gonna be improved. Venkatesh, min experience to get a job in UK. That's great. That's great question. Let me take a screenshot. Chinmay, sir, please provide your broadcast channel link. Chinmay, on this only, I'm gonna do the broadcast on this channel only. Yes, Yogi, Sharija, sir, asking one question that how a SaaS programmer can move to abroad. That's a great question. Screenshot taken. Yes, Sakshi, you can take the course. You can do it from YouTube as well, from Udemy as well. Okay, so guys, it's 2:30, and if you have any more question, you can ask me quickly. In another 4 to 5 minutes, we're gonna wind up this live discussion. Oh, Patil, I'm not having much idea about the medical summarization, but yeah, in the pharmacy or life science background, or not pharmacy or life science only, in the CRO or pharmaceutical companies, CDM, statistical or biostatistician, these are the highest paying jobs. So you can consider these ones. Uh, Sharad, yeah, like if today video got recorded successfully, then it gonna take maybe 2 days. So after 2 days, it gonna upload on our YouTube channel, and I'll share the link as well on Telegram, on our Telegram group. Okay, so guys, after long, we have done this live discussion. After long, we have done this live discussion for 1.5 hours, maybe 1 hour and 20 minutes. One more question, that if a person is having a year of experience in, yes, of course, if you're having 5 years of experience, that's gonna be considered, Radhya. Chin, sir, can you bring your old student live with them? So if, of course, Chinmay, this can be done. This can be done. Sure, others. Vinam. See, प्राइमरी लैंग्वेज तो पाइथन नहीं है, प्राइमरी लैंग्वेज सैस या आर है, बट हाँ उसका भी यूज होता है समवॉट, अगर नहीं होता है तो होगा फ्यूचर में. अरनपल्ली, थैंक यू फॉर एक्सप्लेनिंग. थैंक यू अरनपल्ली. वेनम सर, पाइथन लैंग्वेज नहीं आता, आंसर कर दिया सर. जॉन मेडिकल से इज द Patil, see, if you're getting job as in medical summarization, get that job. Because getting job as in clinical SaaS programmer, that gonna take some time, because 4 to 5 months सीखने में चले जाएंगे और another 4 to 5 months job लेने में. So months का time लग सकता है getting a job as in clinical SaaS programmer. And don't worry, it's not कि बहुत ज़्यादा time क्यों लग रहा है. That's in process. It can take up to 8 months. ठीक है गाइस, आई फील आई हैव टेकन मोस्ट ऑफ द क्वेश्चंस एंड सर जो आज काफ़ी क्वेश्चंस आए इंटरेस्टिंग, नेक्स्ट कब लाइव आएंगे? शरद यार नेक्स्ट सैटरडे या संडे मैं टेलीग्राम में अपडेट कर दूंगा. Adarsh sir, please fix your live session time because it's very difficult to join. That's correct, Adarsh. Most probably Saturday or Sunday को morning में. I'll fix it for Saturday or Sunday. I'm trying to do it on Saturday, but कल मिस हो गया, इसकी वजह से हमने आज किया. बिकॉज मैं चाहता हूँ कि एक दिन मैं खुद को भी दूँ, जैसे कि संडे, बट आज का दिन तो टोटली ऑक्यूपाइड. आज उल्टा हो गया, पूरा दिन ऑक्यूपाइड वाला ही जाएगा. अखिल कुमार, इज देयर एनी फीचर फॉर फ्रेशर इन SaaS? ऑफ कोर्स, नो वन विल टेल यू दैट देयर इज नो फ्यूचर फॉर फ्रेशर इन SaaS, क्योंकि जर्नी ही वहीं से स्टार्ट होती है. अगर कंपनीज ने फ्रेशर लेना बंद कर दिया, जिस दिन कंपनीज ने फ्रेशर, व्हेनेवर कंपनीज स्टॉप्ड टेकिंग फ्रेशर फॉर SaaS, so how the companies will run? Because the existing employees are going to get promoted, right? So there will be gap. Let's suppose if you are getting promoted as senior, manager, principal, lead, so who will do the work of statistical programmer 1 or 2? So they have to continuously hire freshers to keep that cycle rolling. See, when a fresher get hired in any CRO, for 3 or 6 months they'll be working, or they'll be under training. After 3 or 6 months, most probably they're gonna be shifted to project, and after 1.5 years they're gonna get promoted. So once they're gonna get shifted to project, again companies will hire some freshers, and once these existing people got promoted to statistical programmer 2 role, so these freshers will get promoted to 1 role, and again this cycle will keep rolling. Existing employees will get promoted to upper roles, and companies will keep recruiting from the lower cycle. ठीक है guys, so that's all for today guys. मिलते हैं अगले लाइव सेशन में, तब तक के लिए बाय बाय एवरीवन. Thank you everyone and happy Sunday. And don't worry guys, career is a part. I think that few things in your life is pending, and God wants you to do those things. Few process of grinding is pending for you. You have to grind yourself from becoming coal to silver or gold. Okay, so if you are at the lowest part of your life, understand yourself like a coal. You have the value, but you need to be grinded. So you need to sharpen yourself. Sir, if a person learns SaaS, then how much time? Then it become easy. Learning R and Python become easy because once you learn SaaS, 30% of concept of learning R and Python will be same. Exactly how months? Then 3 months to 4 months will be enough. R. Currently, if you are choosing apart from something you want to learn for additional benefit, then R should be the first preference. So guys, मिलते हैं and thank you everyone and bye bye everyone.